Welcome to this explainer. Maximize your wealth while minimizing your manual effort. Look, if you're completely over the old 9 to 5 grind and want to build wealth efficiently, you're exactly where you need to be. The rules of the game, they've completely changed. Today, we're diving into the Elite Ambition Protocol, walking through 7 lazy ways to actually earn money with AI. Let's get right to it.
It's exhausting, right? That feeling of just being stuck, constantly trading your precious hours for dollars. We all want the exact same thing, to maximize our income while minimizing the sheer manual effort. So, what is the absolute laziest, and I'm talking lazy in the smartest, most strategic way possible, way to make money online with AI right now?
And this brilliantly illustrates the new reality we're living in. The old way of working, it demanded 100% of your blood, sweat, and tears. But true AI leverage, it totally flips that equation on its head. Now you just apply about 10% of human strategy, and the AI steps in to execute the remaining 90%. It's wild.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. We're going to start with the AI leverage advantage, and then move chronologically through the high, medium, and low competition markets, all the way out to the absolute frontier of avatars and apps before wrapping up with your next strategic move.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the AI leverage advantage, or as I like to call it, working smarter, not harder. Modern AI has completely transformed what one single person can accomplish today. Think about it. AI tools can now handle up to 95% of the heavy lifting, literally. Your job is no longer to be the intern grinding through relentless execution. Your job now? You're the CEO. You're the one managing the AI tools that are doing the actual legwork for you.
Moving right along into Section 2, we hit high competition, content creation, specifically clipping and ghostwriting. We're starting here because, well, low barriers to entry naturally attract the biggest crowds. First up, we've got AI clipping and AI ghostwriting. With clipping, you're basically monetizing the attention that massive creators already have just by chopping their long-form videos into viral shorts. It's like catching lightning in a bottle. Meanwhile, ghostwriting tools, think Claude or Perplexity, they let you scale high-quality business-to-business copy on LinkedIn with almost zero friction.
The actual execution is shockingly simple. First, you just source your campaigns on platforms like Content Rewards. Next, you feed those long videos right into Opus Clips, which automatically extracts the absolute best viral moments. And then, you just post them daily on social media and collect payouts for the views. Easy, right?
But let's look at the metrics here. The learning curve is practically non-existent. We're talking a few days to maybe 2 weeks. Startup capital is incredibly low, roughly 15 to 40 bucks, and the AI is handling 75 to 90% of the workload. But here's the catch. Notice that competition column? Because the barrier to entry is just so ridiculously low, the market is incredibly crowded. Your only real way to win here is just relentless, unbreakable consistency.
Stepping out of that massive crowd, we arrive at Section 3. Medium competition in web commerce. We're talking landing pages in Shopify. Let's move up the ladder a bit and build some high-converting assets.
This tier is all about AI landing pages and AI Shopify stores. The absolute beauty of this setup is that the AI basically runs the entire ecosystem. You build these highly specialized, conversion-focused sites, and you automate the dropshipping. That means you literally never have to touch a single physical product. Not once. To pull this off, you just need a really simple tech stack. Wix or Hostinger will act as your digital storefront to instantly spin up those landing pages. And behind the scenes, you just combine a tool called Build Your Store with AutoDS to source and ship all your products, completely hands-free.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer workload distribution. Look at that. Shopify automation handles an astounding 95% of the execution. That tiny little 5% sliver left over, that's your human input. That's just you picking a niche and directing the traffic. The rest is completely handled.
Let's analyze these web commerce scores really quick. E-commerce right now has practically a zero learning curve. And get this, your startup cost can be as low as 99 cents thanks to free trials. It's practically free to start. And despite this incredibly low barrier, the competition actually drops down to medium. Why? Simply because most human-built pages are, quite frankly, terrible. So your high-quality AI designs instantly give you a massive edge.
And that brings us to Section 4, low competition with AI agents, specifically digital receptionists.
We're now transitioning into a highly lucrative space where most people honestly haven't even started looking yet.
So, what is an AI receptionist? It's basically a dedicated digital employee, and it fixes a massive, very expensive problem. You see, small local businesses miss over 50% of their incoming calls every single day. I mean, that is literally money just walking right out the front door. Your 24/7 AI agent captures all of it. It answers calls, books appointments, and scoops up leads around the clock.
So, how do you actually sell this thing? It's aggressively effective. You just pick a local niche, like, say, plumbers or dentists. You build a custom demo on a tool called Dialzara, and then you literally cold call the owners using a live AI pitch. Hearing is believing with this tech, and honestly, once they hear it, the product just sells itself.
Take a second to review these agent metrics. You'll notice the learning curve jumps up a bit here, to about 1 to 2 months. But do not let that scare you. That slightly longer curve is exactly the moat that keeps the heavy competition away. Once you learn to deploy this, and it only takes about $50 in startup capital, you become exceptionally valuable, all while the AI is doing 85% of the daily grind.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 5, the frontier, avatars and apps. We're talking synthetic media and no-code software. Welcome to the absolute bleeding edge of AI monetization.
Out here on the frontier, you can use platforms like Higgsfield to create virtual AI influencers. They never age, and they definitely never ask for a day off. Or you can use tools like Lovable or Emerant to generate entire portfolios of no-code software applications. You literally just type out a description of what you want in plain English, and the AI writes all the complex code for you in minutes. It's mind-blowing.
When we look at these frontier metrics, yeah, it requires a real commitment. You're looking at a solid 2 to 3 month learning curve. But here's the secret. Because the general public assumes building apps or avatars is straight up impossible without a computer science degree, the competition is virtually zero. The AI handles 70 to 80% of the execution, and you gain massive leverage in an entirely empty market.
Which brings us to our final step. Section 6, your next strategic move. Execution over information. It is time to shift the focus entirely back to you and your personal ambition.
So the crucial point is captured perfectly in this quote right here. The secret isn't finding the perfect method, but in starting and persisting. Endless planning is basically just procrastination in disguise. It gets you nowhere. Taking immediate action will always beat passively consuming more information.
So I have to ask, which AI leverage method will you actually execute today? Are you going to clip videos, deploy AI agents, or maybe build some software? It's time to stop passively consuming this explainer. The tools are waiting, the markets are wide open, the only question left is, what are you going to build first?